We rolling in the deep? Not rolling in the deep. What's up, guys? It's Chad, and this is episode, the big 1-3, episode 13 of Ask Stay Creative, where I'm gonna answer some of your questions about Brickfest Live, about life, about really whatever you want to ask. YouTube things, Lego things. We are gearing up right now for the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo. We're actually going to be there over 3 weekends in February. So basically our whole month is going to be spent there. And right after that, it's the road to Philly Brickfest, our flagship show. Flagship, look, a ship. Very apropos to have this amazing pirate ship in the shot, in the scene. Hashtag Carter Baldwin, all up in there, building this amazing ship for Brickswag. It's all about Philly Brickfest. That is where all of our attention and focus is going to be residing, and we can't wait to see all of you that are gonna make the pilgrimage. That's right, pilgrimage to Philly Brickfest this year. It is going to be epic. Okay, how about some questions?
On YouTube, Bjorn Magnabach and Batman Arkham Knight 13 ask, which Lego set is your favorite?
Bjorn and Batman, just getting right to it. What is my favorite Lego set? Ambush Attack would be my favorite Lego set. You guys know that. Why is it my favorite Lego set? Well, I think because Lego really has an affinity for the words ambush and the words attack, right? We had lots of sets have come out, something something ambush or something something attack. And then I was like, wow, I wonder if there's actually a set called Ambush Attack, and Bricklink that stuff. And then yeah, and it was like a dino theme set that Clutch is gonna have on the screen for you so you can see what that looks like, because he loves that stuff. Oh, too bad you can't see Chris right now because we're not doing some 360 action today. We want to refine how we do the 360 stuff, so we got to play with it and test it a little bit more. We had a tease. If you want to see some 360 action, watch episode 12, the 360 version, but we'll be back in the future, sure, with some 360 stuff. But I'm going to go right now. If you had to say today, what's your favorite set? I'm going to say Ambush Attack. It's a small little set. It was probably retailed for like $12 or $13 when it came out. You get dinosaurs, you get a Jeep buggy thing. That would be my favorite right now.
On YouTube, the Bricks family asks, what was the single biggest obstacle you have faced in organizing a Brickfest Live, and how did you overcome it?
The Bricks family, they want to know tactical stuff. The biggest obstacle. Every show, every event comes with obstacles. It's just life. You are never going to have a show where everything goes exactly according to plan. Because if that happened in general, then I mean everyone would do it because it'd be easy. But it's not like that. And how you handle those obstacles is what makes or breaks, in our case, an event producer. So I'm just gonna give you one example. We, at our shows, promise certain size tables, 8 feet long by 30 inches deep by 30 inches high. And traditionally at trade shows, you get 8-foot tables or 24 inches deep by 30 inches high. So when we say we want 8-foot by 30-inch tables, they immediately think 24 inches. And if you're gonna have displays, then it's really important that they're wide. And the reason at a Lego show, there's some inside information for you that we want to go 30 inches is why? Because why? Anyone know? Right, because these base plates are exactly 10 inches-ish long. So you can go 3 base plates deep on a table, right? And if it was only 24 inches, they'd be hanging off and maybe your mocks would be falling on the floor. So that's why we like to have 30-inch deep. So we have been to shows and we get there and the whole thing is all set up for us because we get decorators in a day early, and the tables were all 24 inches wide. And you have to think about how are you gonna resolve this, because people are moving in and there's this whole thing. The good news is we've been able to solve it every single time. But that is just one of the many obstacles that we have faced. We've also had other logistical things that have popped up where a truck will show up with not the right equipment to get all our stuff back on, and we have to do some jostling to get the truck, and we're at the venue till like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning or later to make sure everything fits. I mean, these are the things that behind the scenes that no one really knows is happening, because all we need to do as the producer of the show is make sure that when we open the doors and the public comes in, or if it's a AFOL convention, our friends start showing up, then we need to make it look like this is exactly how we planned it to be from the start.
On YouTube, Kathy Wilcox asks, do you think LEGO will follow up Wall-E and make an Eve set?
Kathy, what we've seen with LEGO, especially in the ideas/Kuso world, is they will start with one, and we could just use Minecraft as an example. We got a Minecraft set, and then what happened to that? That turned into a theme, right? More recently, we've got Ecto 1, and that turned into a large modular build with the Firehouse headquarters. Another example is we've got Back to the Future, and we all thought, well, we're just going to get a DeLorean. Then, what happens? Oh, Dimensions happens, and now we have some more Back to the Future builds, albeit small, but they're still in the game. So for there to be an Eve to go with Wall-E, I would say it's not out of the question. And especially if there's going to be some more Wall-E movies in the future, and I don't know if there is or not. Do you know, Chris? But if there are going to be other Wall-Es, then I would say probably so. I think that set was a success. You're very familiar with the press that it got because of the floppy neck problems. Ideas is what it is. It's a testing ground. It's a fan voted on platform where they say, we want to see these types of sets. They go out, and then based on how popular they are, once they're finally in the stores, LEGO is going to decide, do we want to do more sets in that theme? And we've seen a pattern of, yes, more sets do happen to come out, and Ideas is the launching pad for that. So Wall-E/Eve, I would say, has an opportunity to fall in line with that. Only time will tell.
On YouTube, Bubba Breaks asks, now that you've been doing this for a few years, what is the most memorable mock or display you've ever seen at your show or another?
All right, Bubba. Bubba wants to know mock question. Let's see. On the road, on the BrickFest Live road, every show that we attend, we reach out to local clubs and ask them, hey, do you guys want to participate? And sometimes we get a lot of participation, and other times not so much. Of course, nothing is like the Philly show, you know that, which I think is why you asked. So I'm gonna leave the Philly stuff out of it, because there are just so many amazing creations at the Philly show. I mean, it'd be hard to pick just one. That's why there's trophies in several different categories. I think I'm gonna go to, I'm gonna take us to Chicago, and there were some Sesame Street builds in Chicago. Hopefully we have pictures of those. Chris, we have pictures of those? We're gonna put them up on the screen. And who was it? Who's the really fuzzy one? The chick that's fuzzy? Zoe, yeah. Zoe was pretty awesome. Also, there was Alvin and the Chipmunks there, also pretty cool. So I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with Zoe/Alvin and the Chipmunks at BrickFest Live Chicago. Oh, speaking of logistical problems before, you wanna talk about some stuff. Yeah, we could have a whole nother show just on Chicago and some of the challenges we faced, not only with that show, but just getting into that show, getting out of that show. That comes to mind. Thanks, Bubba, for the question, and looking forward to seeing you at the big show in just under 90 days. Under 90 days. The road to Philly BrickFest. Yeah.
On YouTube, Brick Adjuster asks, how do you come up with the cool t-shirt designs for your Brick Builders Club swag? Keep in mind, he's in Canada. He can't get it.
Brick Adjuster, wanting to know about Brick Builders Club. Wait, first of all, PSA for Brick Builders Club, for Brick Swag. This ship that #Carter Baldwin created was for this month right now. It's Pirates themed. And this is a big pirate ship, and hopefully there's a substantial write-up on some of the techniques that were used here. This, I think, ship deserves its own video. I really think it deserves its own video. Maybe we'll do that. So thanks for asking the question and getting us to that point. How do we come up with the t-shirt designs? It has been, in the past, scattered, where oftentimes we have the concept, the theme of the month, and we'll let an artist come up with the design. But more recently, we've been having more input on what the actual design looks like. I think it not only with Brick Swag, but also with the merch that we have at Brickfest Live, those designs kind of just organically come up, whether it's an idea that Chris has or an idea that Mark has or an idea that I have, like this one. So this is rock, scissors, paper. Now the thing is with these shirts is the only way to get them is if you're a member of Brick Swag or if you see us at a show. Now, here's some inside information. Brick Adjuster, you're gonna like this. Come to the Philly show, come to Philly Brickfest, and all of the extras that we have, all the extra shirts that we have, because we get extras every single time, are going to be available at, especially for AFOLs, registered attendees, at a huge discount, like almost like a fraction probably of what it costs to make them. Just because, you know, we have boxes of them. We'll use Philly as a way, get these out of here. We use Philly as a way to let some of the, you know, super Lego fans have access to them, and then whatever's left we'll just put on the table and blow them out during public. You know, look, some of our shirts are hits. I know some of our shirts are misses, but more often than not, people are really digging the Brick Swag shirts. And I would even say this, if you have suggestions for a shirt idea, we'd love to hear them, right? So that's just like info@brickfestlive.com. Be like, I want a shirt that's like this. Also, Will Heron Designs, I just picked up 3 of his shirts. He was a merchant at our last show, Brickfest Live Houston. Marianne in LA. Yeah, so Brick Shirts is another one. I know Marianne has been a merchant at our show and she sells, so Model Building Secrets has also sold those shirts. So we do get some other designs even at our shows. The shirt with Brick Swag is a big deal because you get one every single month. We really want to up our game. So not even only up our game on the design, but up our game on the quality of the shirt. We just had a discussion with our t-shirt provider at the end of last week about just like, you know, different material that we could get going on. But it's fun. I mean, that's what keeps it fresh every single month. It's fun coming up with it. It's fun watching Chris and Mark and Carter come into the office every day. Some days we all wear the same shirt because we all have now the same wardrobe. That was a long-winded way to get around to say it's not scientific on how we come up with a design. We have a theme, and then we try and fill a shirt into that theme, and have a pool of designers that we work with to make all that happen.
On YouTube, Zebby Bricks asks, what is your favorite Lego brick and why is that?
My favorite Lego brick, Zebby, is the, what would it be, 1x4 hinge? 1x2 hinge? What do you call that thing? Chris would know. He's like Bricklink guy.
1x4 hinge if it's a complete assembly.
1x4 hinge complete assembly. Here's a picture of it for you. Oh man, I should have them in here. We just bulked a whole bunch of them. So I have a whole box of them now. And I am going to eventually build a belt because I used to like wrestling with my buddies back in the day, and I always wanted to build a Lego championship belt, and I thought I needed the 1x4 hinge full assembly brick in black and yellow. And you can't like get yellow. Yellow is like not a thing. I mean, you can, but it's like ridiculously expensive on Bricklink. And they don't make it anymore, so you can't bulk it, so it's kind of annoying. But anyway, I figured I would need a lot of those to make it, you know, hingy and bendy, and then boom, belt. So that's gonna be my favorite brick and how I will eventually use it in a mock. All right, that does it for episode 13 of Ask Stay Creative. I wanna hear your questions. They could be about Lego, they could be about business, they could be about Brickfest Live, Brick Swag, hashtag Carter Baldwin, Bricklink. Yeah, ask questions about Bricklink. I haven't talked about Bricklink in a bit. It comes up every now and again. Where's that Bricklink montage video? All the Bricklink answers, just like ba 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 ba. Oh man, and I can't wait at Philly. I really want to do a Bricklink roundtable with all you Bricklink sellers. We should definitely do that. I even think maybe we should do that during public to educate the public about what Bricklink is, because I think there's not enough awareness, especially at shows. There's a lot of kids out there that were just like me and you that would love to know what Bricklink is, and they don't know, and their parents don't know, and it's like a public service announcement. Like, hey, here's this website you can go to buy all this stuff. I'm gonna try that. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up. Guys, if you wanna come to Philly Brickfest, go to brickfestlive.com/Philly. We wanna see you there with your awesome creations, and let's party together for like 4 full days. All right, rock on, guys. Stay creative.